Most men will buy a fragrance, they will buy one and then wear this one until it's gone. Then they go out, talk to the counter person, and then they buy one new one and wear it till it's gone. So if you are looking for a signature fragrance that you can wear all year long, then this right here is the video for you. I'll give you 10 choices you can wear all year long and smell absolutely phenomenal. Now, I absolutely know there could be a ton of fragrances in this list, especially for you guys out there who have a room full like me. But if you're like me with a bunch of fragrances, perhaps I have one in this lineup you haven't tried, so stick around. Let's start off with a phenomenal fragrance that was originally introduced in the 18th century. Now I know you're going, oh my God, what's this guy doing? I'm not wearing a fragrance from the 18th century. You know what? Don't worry, because this one right here is Houbigant, and it has been adjusted in 2010 by a perfumer named Rodrigo Flores Roux to fit modern times. It's a beautiful fougere with notes like lavender, there's a little bit of chamomile in here, and a little bit of lilac. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful fragrance for a modern classic man, if that's possible. It lasts all day, and it's sort of a sophisticated projection of like clary sage, some oak moss, and patchouli, and all that's in the base. This is a great choice as a signature scent if you are a classy, somewhat mature man. It's my first choice. Houbigant Fougère Royale 2010. My next one is going to be a choice of a fragrance that's not as well known. The one I'm talking about is Trussardi's Riflesso, launched in 2017. This beauty right here. This is a bit of a fresher take on the sort of La Nuit de l'Homme DNA or scent profile, because it's going to have some apple and a little bit of grapefruit in it. So imagine La Nuit de l'Homme fresher with some citruses in it. Also, there is no cardamom in this one, which I find cardamom sometimes makes a fragrance a little bit too warm for the summer, you know, and you know most people wear La Nuit de l'Homme in the evenings, right? So Riflesso right here is going to be a fresher take on that DNA, and that's why I think you could wear this one all year long. It's a perfect choice for sort of a signature scent. You can get this one for about half or less of what the La Nuit will cost you for 100 ml. It's a little bit of a classic bottle, but don't be fooled. The juice in here is really nice. Now also for that price, it doesn't quite last as long. It's probably about equal with the newer bottles of La Nuit de l'Homme, so you might want to respray it if you're going to wear it all day or keep a little decant with you. But it's definitely a beautiful scent with some citruses and, you know, the scent profile that we all love. All right, you know what? Let's back up just for a minute, because the next one is worth mentioning in this list. And the reason I say that, because it's another fougere. It's a 2021 release, and it is POLO Cologne Intense Eau de Parfum. Released in 2021. It's literally become a favorite fragrance of mine if I just want to reach for something and not think about it too much. And it definitely has some memories for me, since I do remember the late 70s fragrance, the original POLO. The fragrance notes in this one are going to be like clary sage. There's going to be some thyme. There's also some basil, mint, grapefruit at the very top, ambroxan, patchouli, and vetiver in its base. It's a beautiful scent. That sort of reminds me like walking in a deep green forest. It's sort of like sunset or sunrise, so it's going to be deeper, darker, and it's sort of in its memory of the original sort of POLO from the late 70s, 1970s, 78 or something, I think it was. If you're old enough to remember this one from the original, when you first got it and you smelled it and you wore it, then you will know what I'm talking about. If you like the original, then you will absolutely love this one, because it's a little deeper, a little denser, the way I remember the original being. At least that's what my memory is doing to me. I love this one. POLO 2021 Cologne Intense Eau de Parfum. Great one. You could wear this one all year long and be completely happy in sort of a green fougere kind of way. Love it. Let's stay green for the next one. And I'm talking about H24 by Hermes. Now hold on. Not the metallic one from 2021, but the new 2022 with the mossy sort of undertone Eau de Parfum H24. This one was released in 2022. It's a beautiful sort of comforting hot iron steam combined with a good dose of green moss. I really liked what they did with the Eau de Parfum version. H24 EDP is a sort of a well-performing scent for a man who likes to be outdoors with kind of a contemporary modern style. It's a really nice one, and I can see why people like this one better than the original one. The original one has its place and it was definitely unique, but this one right here with a nice dose of moss is really the way to go. Another contemporary fragrance with the potential for a signature scent is going to be the 2020 Dior Homme release. Now I know lots of people didn't really like this one, but you know, it grows on people. This one's going to have some cashmere, some white musk, and there's a lot of ISOE Super in this one, which kind of blends it in and out for a lot of people when they wear it. The whole thing is sort of kept very bright with the LME resin that's also in this fragrance. It is a unique and powerful fragrance, of course completely deviated from what the Dior Homme used to be. But this is the new way, this is what we're going towards. And for some people, this is going to be just a little bit too much. Then you could go with the Dior Homme Sport. This is from 2021. This one right here is going to omit the ISOE Super and add some aldehydes in it, making it sort of the same scent, but a little bit of a fresher approach. And it has the same performance. So if you like this scent profile, but you felt like it was a little bit too much, you might be easier with the Dior Homme Sport. Great scent. And I think that definitely either one of these are perfect for like a signature scent. My next one is going to be a staple for you guys or on many people's shelves already. It's a 2015 fragrance from Dunhill, the Dunhill Icon line. 2015. It's the silver one, which is the favorite one out of this line for me. It's sort of a bright neroli with some petitgrain in it. It's super refreshing. There's a bit of pepper as well, mixed with some lavender and a nice bite of juniper. This one is sort of fresh and invigorating, and it's powerful enough that it can stay all year long with its performance. It's quality juice with good longevity at an even better price. And that's Dunhill Icon, the silver one. It's the best one out of the line, in my opinion. You can let me know in the comments if there's another one from this line that you like better. Gucci, Gucci, Gucci is up next. Gucci Guilty Pour Homme Eau de Parfum 2020. Now, out of the Gucci fragrances that I have, this one I'd say is probably the best one for signature scent. There's a couple of other ones that I like, but I think this one right here is going to be the one that I think most people can wear. I can see wearing this Gucci Guilty EDP just about any time and anywhere. It has a unique note like rose. However, this one right here isn't a strict rose fragrance. It's probably due to the balsamic vinegar that's in here, and there's also some chili pepper and a little bit of salt. This fragrance is really nothing groundbreaking. However, it has a bit of unusual spice, and that's what makes this one so appealing and enjoyable. And I think it's perfectly suitable for a signature scent. That's Gucci Guilty Pour Homme Eau de Parfum 2020. Did you guys know that it's the same thing on both sides? I just noticed that. It doesn't matter how you put it, it's Gucci Guilty Pour Homme. All right. Bulgari also has quite a few fragrances that you could wear as signature scents. I mean, I really like what Alberto Moria is doing, especially with the Man line. Starting with the first one in 2010, all the way up to its latest one, which I think is Rain Essence. I really enjoy them all. While some of them are going to be a little bit earthier or a little bit spicier than others, Bulgari Man in Black 2014 is probably most people's favorite fragrance out of that line. However, because there's going to be some tobacco, leather, and gaiac wood in that one, it's best suited, in my opinion, for a little bit of the cooler months, not quite in the summer. Therefore, an all sort of around season one that people don't really talk about that much is Man in Black 2018, but it's the cologne version. It's this one right here. This one has all the beauty of the heavier one, with added citruses and green notes. I bought this one by accident some time ago. I thought I was actually buying Man in Black, the original one, and didn't see that it said cologne on here. But I tell you what, it's one of the best mistakes I've ever made, because this one you can wear all year long as a signature scent, even when it's hot outside. Okay, and as far as mistakes are concerned, don't make the mistake of not subscribing and liking this video if you're getting anything out of this at all right? After all, our journey starts with but 1 cent. My next one wasn't a mistake, it was sort of a blind buy that surprised me. And it was Rojas, I guess it's French, it's not Spanish, Rojas from 2020. It's a blind buy for me, and honestly, when I first smelled this one, I was kind of underwhelmed. I was like, I was expecting more from it. But it's one of those fragrances, much like music, for that matter, you have to kind of wear it a little bit or listen to it a little bit, and sometimes it just takes a little while before you actually fall in love with it. And I really like this one, especially for the price that it cost me. It was relatively inexpensive. It's a beautiful scent that I sometimes just kind of reach for when I'm, don't know what to wear. I always like this one. The perfumer on this one is Bruno Jovanovic. And he used a blend of sort of blood orange and pineapple, and then, kind of softened that whole thing with cardamom at the top. There's also going to be some juniper and geranium, which is softened by basil. I could wear this one all year long, no problem. An instant love for me, however, was the new release by Carolina Herrera, and it's called Passion from 2023. I could wear this one literally every day, and I actually went and bought a second bottle of this one because I never ever want to be without this juice, just in case they don't make it anymore. I hear it's a limited edition, so it's probably going to be off the shelves pretty soon, and that's going to be it. This one is smooth, it's beautiful, it's never too much, even in the heat. By no means is this one a fresh scent. It's more of a cozy sort of fragrance, has some Tunisian neroli, iris, and myrrh. I mean, it literally sounds like it would be a winter scent, right? I know. I don't really understand it either. So here is the complete note makeup of this fragrance. So we're gonna have olibanum, there is going to be some pink pepper, there's going to be some neroli, some iris, there's going to be some myrrh, some Texan cedar, some Australian sandalwood, bourbon vanilla, tonka amberwood, and some dark woody notes. So this one right here kind of stays cozy on my skin in sort of a lived-in kind of way. All I can say is thank you, Antoine Maison-Dieu and Christophe Renaud, for creating this passion. I really enjoy wearing this one, and I can't really explain. For most people, this is going to be too heavy, like I said already. But for me, it's truly a passion, and I have 2 bottles of it. There you have it. Got 10 fragrances that you could wear as a signature scent all year long and smell fantastic. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you had a fantastic time. Until next time, I want you to take good care of yourself. Always smell nice, and I will talk to you soon.